All right, everybody, welcome to SR Broadcasting. We're here tonight with SoMo Racing Leagues, TopCityTravel.com B Series at Watkins Glen, brought to you by BZ Designs. It's the BZ Designs 55 in the Empire State. Should be a good race here tonight. First of all, I just want to apologize if the stream is a little bit off. We're been under storms and tornado warnings pretty much most of the evening here. It seems to have cleared up at the moment, so hopefully the worst part of it is over. But if you see it go down and it don't come back up, you know we ran for cover. So just want to get that out there so everybody knows. Should be a pretty good race here tonight. Gonna be 45 laps, no stages tonight. Looks like 13 drivers out here so far. Lupe Gonzalez got the fastest time so far with a 1.15, 156. Then you got Braden Johnson with a 1.15, 293. Kurt Davidson with a 1.15, 334. And then Joe Mitchell with a 1.15, 629. So pretty good times. I want to give a quick shout out to Jason Allison over at ibog.co. Some of the stuff that we're going to be bringing out here tonight, Jason put up a tutorial on how to get some of this stuff working, and I watched the video a couple times and did a few things with the overlay, and I appreciate him putting that up for us because it really helped. So quick shout out to Jason for that. Thanks, Jason. It's awesome. I knew there was ways to do it, but I just couldn't figure it out. So I appreciate it. We're just watching these guys. They got about 3 minutes left before they go to qualify. Going to be single car qualify. Run no fast repairs, and I believe the 5-minute clock. Damage clock is on, but I'm not 100% sure. But let's go over the points real quick coming into tonight's race. Right now, Shane Papala and Joe Mitchell were tied. Shane does take back over the lead by 10 points. Joe Mitchell is in second. Tom Clayton in third. Braden Johnson in fourth. Adam Baker moves up to fifth. He's got 5 wins, and Shane Papala's got 6 wins. So Adam's trying to tie him here with the wins. Jay Felton is in 6th. Lupe Gonzalez up to 7th. Brian Neff falls back to 8th. Ron Hollyfield back up to 9th. And Jeff Sharp moves to 10th. So those are your points coming into tonight's race. We'll see how they go through and come back out next week. Looking at the 7 of Ron Hollyfield right there. Let's see anybody else out on the track. Braden Johnson. Let's jump inside. We'll take a quick ride with him before we go to the national anthem. He's throwing that car around, so man, it's going to be pretty cool. All right, we're going to go to our national anthem, and then we'll come back with qualifiers. So hang tight, everybody. All right, we are here back with Qualify. Let's see who's the first driver out. We're going to take a ride around with Ryan Gemmel as soon as I can get to him. All right, maybe not. There we go. All right, we're with Kurt Davidson. We'll jump in with him. We'll take a lap around. Inside the number 41, Kurt Davidson, as he comes around to start the clock. Go through the bus stop here. Not sure what's going on with the 48. Last couple of broadcasts, his name doesn't show up on some things. This should start the clock for Kurt. Long way to go around this trap to get scored. And if you mess up, there's only 5 minutes for qualify. So if you mess up, you're not really going to get time in there. Looks like he's having a pretty good lap so far. Haven't seen anybody else put up a time just yet. Well, we should get a score through here. Braden Johnson got the pole at the moment. We'll see if Kurt's able to knock him off. Kurt's going to move up to second. Let's go with Jay Felton in the number 9. He's got third. How about our points leader, Shane Papala? Clock is started for him. We'll see if he gets around here, what kind of time he can get put up. So far, Braden Johnson got the top spot. Kurt Davidson holding on to second. Joe Mitchell third. And Jay Felton fourth. Adam Baker fifth. Travis Wald, Jeff Sharp, Jeff Glockner, Ron Hollyfield, and showing Tom Clayton, but he hasn't put a time up just yet. Looks like he might not be qualifying, might be choosing to start in the rear. And just a little bit wide off that turn. So what kind of time he gets across the line. And it's not going to score him. And he's starting in the back. I don't believe there's enough time for him to make it back around. So it looks like Braden Johnson is going to be your pole setter here tonight for the BZ Designs 55 here at Watkins Glen. This is the TopCityTravel.com B Series at SoMo Racing League on Wednesday nights. Tomorrow night, these guys will be live on both for broadcasting in the Cup car here for 55 laps. We're just waiting right now for to roll over, get the guys out on the track. There we go. All right, take a look at our starting grid here tonight. Braden Johnson's got the pole with a 1.15085, so congratulations to him on that. Looks like the number 3's been doing him some justice lately. Kurt Davidson starting on the outside, on the outside of row 1. Joe Mitchell is going to be starting 3rd. Jay Felton is going to start 4th. 5th is going to be Luca Gonzalez. 6th will be Adam Baker. 7th is Travis Wall. 8th is Jeff Sharp. 9th is Jeff Glockner. 10th is Ron Hollyfield. 11th is Tom Clayton. 12th is Ryan Gemmel. 13th is Shane Papala. And I guess it was set up for a standing start instead of a rolling start. So our bad there. Braden Johnson off with a pretty good start. Kurt Davidson back here in 2nd. Looks like everybody's pretty single file. Go back a little bit further to Tom Clayton, Shane Papala, and Ron Hollyfield, Jeff Glockner. Really going to be who can keep the car on the track, keep it in one piece. Joe Mitchell right there in the 18 and 4th, following the 48. Go back a little bit to Jay Felton right there, sitting in 5th in the number 9. Let's go a little bit further to the back. You got Tom Clayton right here in the 66 in 10th, and then Shane Papala right behind him in 11th. Kurt Davidson with some damage already on the back of the car. Must have been on the start or maybe going into turn 1. See if we can see who was into him, looking for some front end damage. Might have been Adam Baker. Looks like he's got just a little bit of front end damage on the nose of that car. Not enough to really hurt him. Luca Gonzalez in the number 53. Sitting in 6th. Travis Wall right behind him in 7th. Ooh, a little wiggle there by Travis. Go up to our leader, Braden Johnson, right now. 2 laps led. Got the command here. Let's see if he can hang on to it, keep that thing together. Let's take a look back. Go back to Adam Baker. And Joe Mitchell does get by him. I saw those guys getting a little bit close. So Joe Mitchell goes up to third. Adam Baker back to fourth. Jay Felton in fifth. Lupe Gonzalez still hanging in sixth. Travis Wall in seventh. Put up the top 10 here for you. Oh, a little bit close there with Adam Baker and Joe Mitchell. Trying to keep an eye on some of the times here to see what's going on through the field. Jim Papala still riding there with the 66 of Tom Clayton. And right now, Braden Johnson's got about almost a 1 second lead over second place Kurt Davidson. And then back from Kurt Davidson to Joe Mitchell is a little bit of a gap. And it looks like, I believe that's Lupe Gonzalez trying to put a little pressure maybe on the 9 of Jay Felton. We'll keep an eye on these guys for a little bit. Looks like your 3-car fight right here is with Adam Baker, Jay Felton, and Lupe Gonzalez. So Travis Wall has taken it into the pits. And you can see these guys have split up. You got a 3-car battle up first, second, third, then fourth, fifth, and sixth. Another one. Wow, Adam Baker with a really wide turn. And that lets Jay Felton get by. So Jay's going to move it up to fourth. Now Lupe Gonzalez behind the 48. You got to maybe fighting that car just a little bit. You see Adam right now through the grass. So he gives up that spot to Lupe Gonzalez. Lupe is going to move up to 5th place. Go back to 2nd and 3rd with Kurt Davidson and Joe Mitchell. Joe is closing in a little bit more on Kurt. Braden Johnson is still about a second ahead. And it looks like Shane Papala did get around the 66 of Tom Clayton, and now the 73 of Jeff Sharp slowly moving in. Let's jump in with Jeff. We'll take a ride with Jeff. Ooh, Jay Felton up into the grass a little bit. You see Lupe Gonzalez in at 53. He is trying everything he can. He gets right to the back bumper of the 9, just not able to make a pass yet. I think he's just trying to pressure the 9 of Jay Felton to make a mistake so he can get on by. Go back to Jeff Glockner, the number 24 right now, sitting 12th. Another one of our sponsors on the car, United Real Estate. And he's got the BZ designs and the PZ overlays on there too. Pretty cool. Hey, what's up there, Shane? Ron Hollyfield in the number 7 Napa Mobile. Let's see, where did he start tonight? He started 10th. He's dropped 1 spot into 11th. Jeff Sharp started 8th. He's dropped 2 spots back to 10th. Tom Clayton started 11th. He's up in 9th. Ryan Gamble started 12th. He's up in 8th. Ooh, Ryan Gamble trying. Getting a little bit slippery there. He's trying to close in on the 89 of Shane Papala. Shane comes in leading the points by 10 points. Joe Mitchell sitting in 2nd. Oh, Ryan Gamble hard into the wall. That may have ended his night here. Let's go take a closer look. Oh, it looked like the back end just came out. He still got it running. Tom Clayton and Jeff Sharp going to go by, so they'll pick up a couple of spots. Ryan Gamble's going to move back to 10th. Herb Davidson right now still hanging in 2nd. Joe Mitchell not too far behind, but meanwhile Braden Johnson is checked out. He's got 2.2 seconds ahead. Braden started on the pole and is not looking back. Yeah, partly cloudy skies, 78 degrees in the air and 107 on the track. So that's going to make it a little bit slick. That's why you see some of the back ends of these cars wanting to go out. Let's see, looks like oh, Joe Mitchell. Man, hard into the wall. Oh, that's going to end it for Joe. I was just saying too, the track temperature, the cars are real slick. Guys were talking about the back end of these things just going out on them, and we've just seen it twice. Once with Joe Mitchell, one with Ryan Gamble. That's going to leave Kurt Davidson all alone. He has no pressure from behind from Jay Felton sitting in third, but Jay still not able to shake Lupe Gonzalez. These guys have been fighting it out for a little bit here now, quite a few laps. The longer they fight, the closer Adam Baker is going to get. And looks like now Adam Baker gets by. So your two-car battle here is going to be Adam Baker and Jay Felton. Let's take a look. I think Lupe Gonzalez may be looking to get back. We had Travis Wall took the car back to the garage. So Travis Wall is done. Looks like Ryan Gamble maybe also be done for the night. He's taking his car in, and I believe, well, Joe Mitchell, no, still showing him out on the track. That's good. Even with a little bit of damage, the car's still running. So good to see Joe be able to take it back out and stay out. Go back up to Adam Baker and Lupe Gonzalez here. Looks like Lupe Gonzalez might have a little bit of left front damage. Maybe that's how Adam was able to get by. Maybe Lupe Gonzalez got that left front into one of the rails. And meanwhile, Braden Johnson, the man on the move here, 4.5 seconds ahead of Kurt Davidson. I think unless Braden makes a terrible mistake here tonight, he's gonna have this one in the bag. He surprised us with how good he is on these road courses. Back a little bit further to Shane Papala. He's sitting in 6th. It's kind of weird to see him back in 6th. Usually he's up in the front. And with no cautions here at Watkins Glen, there's not really any chance for anybody to really get caught up. Jeff Sharp back here to 73 and 8th. Ron Hollyfield in that number 7, rolling in 9th. And then you got Jeff Glockner in the number 24, rolling 10th. And then back to Joe Mitchell in 11th. Really anybody super close to each other to really put up a race here. It's like everybody's pretty single filed right now. It's just going to be who's going to hang on to their car, who's going to make a mistake.
Want to leap over buildings, want to fly over the shores, faster than a lightning flash, rushing through the cool night air. So start ignition, count to 0. I just wanna be a superhero.
Hey, what's up, guys? Scott Speed here at the iRacing headquarters. Some exciting news about the upcoming Rallycross World Championship. They've got a wild card entry, and yours truly is going to get that spot. See you guys out on the track.
All right, we're back. I had to step away for a minute. So Braden Johnson right now is 8 seconds ahead of Kurt Davidson. And he is getting ready to come up to the 7 car of Ron Holyfield and put Ron down a lap. Looks like Jeff Glockner went a lap down. Joe Mitchell obviously went a lap down because of that incident that he had. Braden Johnson out here 20 laps, coming to 21 across the stripe. There'll be 24 laps to go. Take a quick look at the TopCityTravel.com summary. We've had 0 lead changes because Braden Johnson started on the pole and has not looked back yet. No cautions, 24 laps left to go. Go back to Kurt Davidson here in second. And he is looking to get by the 24 of Jeff Glockner. And he's going to try it here in the bus stop. And Jeff does give him the room. Back to Jay Felton and Adam Baker. Adam Baker did finally catch back up to Jay. See if the 24 is going to be a decider here. Which one of these guys are going to come out up front? Oh, Jay with a little wiggle. That's going to open the door for Adam. And Adam is going to take that spot and move up to third. Jay heading to the pits. So we'll probably see a couple guys come in with some tires and some fuel. Let's take a look at how fast these guys do for him here on pit road on the opposite side of the wall. Not bad, 15 seconds. He'll come out by the 7 of Ron Holyfield. Let's go back up here to Adam Baker and Lupa Gonzalez. Adam Baker in third, Lupa Gonzalez in fourth. Nice view of the fence. Oh, these guys come on down. What am I doing? I hit the wrong stuff. We got a bunch of guys in pit road. You got your leader, Braden Johnson, with a 14.6. You see Lupe Gonzalez have to back up a little bit, so that'll probably let Adam Baker get a little bit of a jump on him on the way out. Kurt Davidson with a 15.0. Adam Baker with a 16.5. Lupe Gonzalez with a 14.6. He had a good pit stop, but man, he had to back up, so that kind of messed him up a little bit. It's up there, Mr. Bryan. So that puts Shane up front. And it's showing Joe Mitchell right now in 10th, back on the lead lap, but the leader is right behind him. Well, I should say he was the leader coming in right behind him, so I don't know how this is going to cycle out here. Shane Papala going to get some laps led if he can get across the stripe. And it looks like Shane's going to go in. That's going to let Braden Johnson stay in the lead. Unfortunately, Shane is not going to get scored for that. So we got Shane Papala, Jeff Sharp, and Jeff Glockner. Ooh, Jeff having to back up and readjust. Shane with a 15.6. Not much, man. Just watching the race here. Kurt Davidson still hanging on to second. About 11 seconds back from Braden Johnson. Right behind Kurt Davidson is Jay Felton in third. And then Adam Baker, Lupe Gonzalez, fourth and fifth. Lupe Gonzalez, yeah, got some left side damage on that car. It's probably how Adam got by him earlier on. Right along with Kurt Davidson here. Move on back to Jay Felton in third. This is a great track. You see Kurt Davidson goes by the 73 of Jeff Sharp. We'll see if Jay Felton's able to get by. Jeff Sharp running 8th, 1 lap down. Oh, Jay Felton's going to slide it into the pits. I know that's not what he wanted to do. Hopefully he doesn't get popped for speeding in the pit there. Looks like he's able to just drive it through, but that is going to hurt him a little bit. He's going to give up a couple of spots. We're riding along now with Shane Papala in 6th. Right behind the 7 of Ron Hollyfield. Shane going to the outside of the bus stop. Ron going to give him room and let him through. Go back to the 66 of Tom Clayton. He is sitting in 7th. And he is coming under fire by the leader. Now look at Braden. Whoa, Clayton up into the wall. Braden right through that bus stop, man. Picked up a lot of time coming through. Tell you what, Brady Johnson did not look back from the start here. You see them front blowers, rotors glowing red. Back here to second place, Kurt Davidson. And there's Jay Felton. He's excuse me, sitting up in 5th. Even with that little mistake in getting stuck through the pits. Hanging on to 5th. About 5 seconds back is 6th place Shane Papala, so we'll see if Shane's able to close in on him or not. Got 15 laps to go. Joe Mitchell in at 18, sitting in 9th. That's doing a good job right here going through that bus stop. He does let Joe go by. Does not for position. Back to Adam Baker in third. Run through the field real quick. You got Jeff Glockner right here in the number 24. He is in 11th. Ron Hollyfield in that number 7. He is running in 10th. We go up to Joe Mitchell in the 18. He is running in 9th. Jeff Sharp in that number 73. He is running 8th. You see pretty much how spread out these guys are. No cautions, so the guys got really spread out. We go up to Tom Clayton at number 66. He is in 7th. Shane Papala in the 89, running in 6th. Then we go up to Jay Felton right there in 5th. Shane is closing in on him. You can start seeing him in the mirror. Jay's going to have to pay attention to his lines and try not to make any mistakes, but I'm watching the times here now, see when they go by the line, who's got the faster time between the two. Shane had a 1 second faster lap than Jay. See what they get this time by. Jay with a 1.17.433. Shane with a 1.17.313. So Shane a little bit faster, slowly cutting into that time. Looking back from 5th place Jay Felton to 6th place Shane Papala. And you can hear Jay really putting it down. We go up to Lupe Gonzalez right now, sitting in 4th. And then you have Adam Baker not too far ahead of Lupe Gonzalez in 3rd. Adam Baker getting ready to run up on some lap traffic. That's the 66 of Tom Clayton. Yeah, Braden Johnson has not looked back. He started on the pole here tonight. He's got all the laps led. He's got 34 laps led so far. And at the rate he's going, unless he makes a disastrous mistake, he's pretty much got this one sewed up. 10 laps to go. And so far, we're still here. We're still live. No tornadoes just yet. But I'm ready. Tell you this, Braden Johnson has been on his marks pretty good. Every lap after lap, very consistent on the times, running the same line. Looks like he's got a pretty good handle on that car. He's has no pressure from second place Kurt Davidson. Kurt Davidson did start second here tonight, and hanging on to second, hasn't left it. I know Adam Baker can see him up ahead, and I know Adam Baker's trying everything he can to take that spot. Adam was a little faster the last time by. Yeah, it seemed like all summer we've been nothing but storms and tornado warnings, so kind of get used to it. Don't want to get complacent with it, you know. Want to be ready to go in case, but man, I'll be glad. I'll be one person that'll be glad when the summer's gone and these are gone with it. This is the BZ Designs 55 at Watkins Glen at TopCityTravel.com at SoMo Racing League. Tomorrow night, these guys will be live in the Portside Jaguar and Land Rover Cup Series, live on Beaufort Broadcasting, 8:45. Be 10 more laps than what they're doing here tonight. Tonight's 45 laps. Tomorrow night will be 55 laps. You guys want to tune in tomorrow night. Watch some Cup racing here at the Glen. Tune in to Beaufort Broadcasting at 8:45. Should be a pretty good race. A lot of the same guys that you're going to see here tonight going to be in that race. Hopefully I'll be able to get on and get in. Supposed to go roller skating with my sons, so we'll see how that turns out. Could end up in attraction or something somewhere. I believe that's Ron Hollyfield, yeah, with your leader going by. Yeah, I don't know about all the. I think I'd rather have the tornado warnings than have the monsoons. Let's take a quick look at Jeff Sharp. Started 8th. He's gained one more spot back and got himself up to 9th. See if he can get one more spot, at least finish where he started. Tom Clayton started 11th. He's up in 8th. Joe Mitchell started 3rd. We've seen him go hard into the wall earlier. Have to take that car into the pits. He's got a pretty good recovery here. He's in 7th. Chamber Pilot started 13th. He's currently sitting 6th. So he's having a pretty good run here tonight. Kind of unusual to see him back here, usually up in the front challenging for the lead. I know guys were saying that the car doesn't really feel great out there. Jay Felton, he started 4th. He's got one more spot. See if he can get that back. I mean, he lost one spot. We'll see if he can get that back. Lupe Gonzalez started 5th. He is sitting in 4th. You see him start getting a little bit sliding there. Slowly closing us down here. We have 6 laps to go this time by. Yeah, looks like everybody's getting just a little bit wiggly now off. I mean, got 6 laps to go, so guys are going to start pouring on a little bit more to see if they can close up. Especially Adam Baker here. You can see Kurt Davidson in front of him. Let's see what Adam's looking through his window. That's kind of the worst feeling when you can see the driver up in front of you, but you can't really get to him. Let's see if we can get another fence view here. That's a good question. We'll look it up and I will tell you in a second. Should be closing in too on the chase pretty soon. The next track on the schedule is Mid-Ohio full course road course. That'll be on August 8th. And then what do we got left here? There'll be 6 more races before the chase starts. Up here with Kurt Davidson sitting in 2nd. Adam Baker in 3rd. We'll go back up with our leader, Braden Johnson. I mean, he is just checked out. And we've had 0 lead changes, 3 laps to go. You're watching TopCityTravel.com. Book your next trip on TopCityTravel.com. Have it all done in one spot, safe and convenient, great prices. Whatever you're looking for, you'll be able to find and arrange and get it all done in one spot at topcitytravel.com. TopCityTravel.com is the sponsor here for SoMo Racing League's B Series on Wednesday nights. Portside Jaguar Land Rover is the sponsor for the Thursday night Cup Series. And Cinda's Finds is the sponsor for the Tuesday night trucks. Forget who's the sponsor for the Sunday night short track. But they also do the Sunday night short tracks. And right now that's in the super late model. That's been 100 laps, no tires. Pretty good racing going on too. I believe race number 6 is coming up this Sunday. And if I'm right, I think the track that's going to come up is Lanier, maybe. No, the only thing, the way it looks right now, let me pull up the points. See if I can get them that way. My phone decides to cooperate with me. All right, we should be coming to the white flag this time by. I believe the top 16 are going to get in, so right now the way it's sitting, if nothing really changes, it'll be Shane Papala, Joe Mitchell, Tom Clayton, Braden Johnson, Adam Baker, Jay Felton, Lupa Gonzalez, Brian Neff, Ron Hollyfield, Jeff Sharp, Mike Grandy, Len McNeese, Jeff Glockner, Timothy Lewis, and Ronald Henry. And Chris Samard will be your cutoff. That'll be your 16th driver if nothing changes within the next 6 races. Kurt Davidson's still holding on to second. It does have a 2-second lead over Adam Baker. Unless Kurt messes anything up, he'll probably take home second here tonight. Braden Johnson getting ready to come across here for the checkered flag. And Braden Johnson's going to take the win from pole to checkers. So congratulations there to him for that. That was a great run he had here. He never looked back. No lead changes at all. A great run here for him. We'll give these guys a minute to get themselves together, and then we'll try to get some interviews in here before we pack it up and call it a night. I'm going to try to run out of here as fast as I can. Looks like Kurt Davidson will finish second. Adam Baker will finish third. So let me see if I can get a word in with Adam. Adam Baker, this is Paul up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, good run out there, man. You managed to bring it back into third. Looked like you were closing in maybe a little bit on Kurt Davidson. Just not enough time. How was the race? How was the car out there?
It was really loose. You probably saw it in the broadcast. All of us were sliding around. It was pretty fun. It would have been more fun if I had gotten more than one practice lap in before we started. Which that definitely didn't help. But I was starting to get a hang of it there in the second run after the pit stop, and I think I only, I stayed pretty consistent with what Braden was running up in front, but obviously he was long gone. But it was fun. it was messy. That's probably the messiest third place I've ever gotten.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of guys, unfortunately, like Ryan Gemmell hit the wall, Joe Mitchell hit the wall. Seen some guys really slipping and sliding out on the turns. But, all in all, not a bad race for Watkins Glen. You did salvage a third place out of here, man, so not too bad. You got 5 wins coming into the race tonight. Forget where you are in the points. We just had them up. Let me throw them up there real quick. Right now, you're sitting 5th in the points, and you got 5 wins. Shane Papala's got 6 wins, so probably going to be only a matter of time before you tie him for some 6 wins here in the series.
Yeah, we'll see. There's a few, good tracks I think coming up. Tonight, I wish I could have performed a little bit better. Having some software issues and got in the server real late, but hopefully all those are gone and I can get some practice in before some of these other races and get some solid finishes.
Yeah, next week is Mid Ohio full course. Going to be the road course there, man. You got any experience, any laps on that track?
I have never run there, at least not in this game. I think I've run a few laps in like Gran Turismo or something a long time ago, but uh, I don't have the track currently, so I'll have to pick that up and run it a few times.
Yeah, we'll be testing and seeing what the setup feels like and all. But not a bad run here, man. You did manage to at least get back to third place and start chasing down Kurt Davidson for second. So I know not the night you're looking for, but definitely not a bad night in the points. Not going to hurt you anything. So congratulations on that. We want to give a shout out to BZ Designs for sponsoring tonight's race, and obviously for all you do here at SoMo with BZ Designs and your iFlag and your team. So we do appreciate it, and I'll let you give your shout outs, and then we'll let you get up on out of here.
Sure, thanks. I'd like to thank you guys up there in the booth at SR Broadcasting for putting on these races, for you, Paul, and all the other admins for doing all that you do to keep the league going, and all the other drivers for racing clean and with respect. I'd like to thank my teammates at MB Motorsports for doing all that they do. We had a couple fast guys tonight, and looks like they made a couple of mistakes, but that's all right. We'll get them next week. And
Yeah.
all the fans that came out and watched. I think my dad's watching again tonight, so hope you enjoyed, Dad.
All right, cool, man. Well, listen, I know it's not the win, but third place is not going to hurt you in the points, so congratulations on that. And we'll look for you tomorrow night in the Cup cars out here on the track on both for broadcasting, and then we'll see you next week at Mid Ohio, man, and see what you got there.
All right, sounds good.
All right, have a good night, bud.
Thanks, you too.
That was Adam Baker, driver of the number 48. We're going to get a word in with Kurt Davidson, and we'll see what Kurt's got to say. Kurt Davidson, Paul up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Hey, man, not a bad run. You had a good car all night. I don't know, Braden, where he got that from, but man, he was checked out. But you were putting up some real consistent lap times. I saw that there was a mistake with the server with a standing start. I guess that's where you got that little bit of rear end damage at the start.
No, I got that later on in lap 1, going into, I don't even know what turn number it is. The left-hander, before you get to the start-finish line, it's a left and a right.
Yeah.
Going into that left-hander, I got on the brakes. I was behind Braden, got on the brakes, and the 48 got into me. So I don't know if that had anything to do with losing a little speed, but I don't know if it's that or I was just doing something different than I was doing because I fell off pretty bad.
Yeah, we were watching you during warm up. I mean, you were up at the top of the charts there for quite a while, I think, till Lupe got up there. The car looked good, though. I mean, you were definitely running some fast, consistent times out there. You managed to take home second. You hung on to second pretty much all night. So, for this track, I'd be happy with a second if it was me. I'm sure you were looking for the win, but, second's not bad.
Yeah, I always come to a road course looking for a win, but we got some guys out here that are fast. Braden's quick. I think the 53 had something for all of us if he could have got a better qualifying lap because it looked like his long run speed was pretty good too. And then like tomorrow night in the Cup Series, you got Keith Mayato and a handful of others that can run good, but I go road course racing expecting to win and a lot of pressure on myself, but there's some fast guys out here.
Yeah. Well, next week is going to be Mid-Ohio full course road course in the B Series. So we're going to be going from the Glen to Mid-Ohio. Should be a pretty interesting race. You got any laps on that track at all?
Yeah, I've been doing some testing already, checking it out, and it's a little bit more technical than here. Probably not as technical as Sonoma, but we'll see.
Well, not bad, man. You started second. You take home second. I don't really think anybody have anything for Braden right now tonight, unless he made some really great mistakes. He's been surprising us with his road course abilities, but definitely keeping the pressure on. Good run, man. You plan on being out tomorrow night in the Cup Series?
I plan to if I can get home in time, and we'll have to see.
Yeah.
I want to.
I'm supposed to go roller skating, so I don't know how that's going to end for me, man. It could be good or bad, so we'll see. Hopefully, I can get back in time and get on.
Yeah, well, you can go roller skating, then come back out here and go cup ice skating with us.
Yeah. I'm not looking forward to it, but I think it'll be pretty interesting. But anyhow, man, even though it wasn't the win, congratulations on second. We'll let you give you shout outs before you get out of here, man, and good run.
Thank you. I'd like to thank you for putting on a broadcast, putting on the series that we are running, and have a good fun time with. Top City Travel for sponsoring the B Series. My teammates at SK Motorsports. I think three of us had top fives today, so that's pretty good too.
Yeah, you guys were doing pretty good out there, man. We've seen a couple of guys, the qualify wasn't as good as their warm-up time, so it kind of started them in the back, and I'm sure that standing start took everybody by surprise. That was a bad on setting up the server, but, it is what it is. But you did good, man. Had a good run out there. Started second, finished second, so go celebrate, and we'll catch up with you next week.
All right, thank you, Paul.
All right. All right, that was Kurt Davidson, driver of the number 41, who finishes second. Let's get to our winner and get a word in with our winner. Mr. Braden Johnson, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Dude, you were in another zip code? I don't know. Boy, man, you're really surprising us with your road racing abilities here, man. Way to get her done tonight, man. Started on the pole, took it all the way to the checkers, and checked out, man. How you feeling about right now?
I feel ecstatic, man. That is the greatest feeling you could probably ever feel.
I tell you what, man, you had that car dialed in. We were inside with you for a couple laps and watching you, man. You had very consistent lap times. You were running really good lines. Had that car pretty good, man. Did it feel good to you, or were you kind of, still like half on, half off?
The car felt great to me, but once I saw the lead that I had, I was just like, I just need to not wreck.
Yeah. That was,
So
I was going to say, that was the one thing we were saying was as long as he doesn't do anything dramatic or, mess up and kill the car, I mean, you pretty much had this one locked up in the bag.
Yeah, after that last pit stop, I kind of knew that that's what was the case, and I was just like, I just need to keep all four tires on the pavement, or I need to just drive her home.
Well, you did a great job, man. You got 45 laps led out of a 45-lap race. Started on the pole and, man, checked out and didn't look back. Next week in these cars, you're going to be at Mid-Ohio road course. You got any laps there and experience on that track at all?
No, I do not, but with all that road course racing I've been doing with SoMo and all the practice I've been doing, I think I'll be a pretty stout car there.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really good race, man. There's a bunch of you guys out there that can handle these cars good on the road, and I'll tell you what, I thought Kurt Davidson might have had something for you there in the beginning. He got a little bit of damage, and I think that's what hurt him a little bit, kind of slowed him down. But, man, you checked out. It's amazing. The car's clean, too, man. Car looks really good. That number 3 is doing you some justice.
It is, and I'm just thankful to be able to do what you're supposed to do if you decide to run that number.
Now, you going to be out here tomorrow night in the Cup cars?
Yeah, definitely. I saw Miato run away from the field that last SoMo race. And, there's quite a few people that are pretty good at that road course racing in the Cup cars. I want to see if I got what it takes to be up there and beat them.
Yeah, I think with a little bit of run that you had here tonight, obviously they're two different cars, is going to feel a whole lot different, but just being on the track itself, you know what I mean, is probably going to help you out a lot tomorrow night.
Oh, I'd have to agree, man. And the thing about the road racing is if you can get out front and stop watching your mirror, that's the greatest thing you could ever have happen to you. But when you have a rabbit and you're chasing it, that's when you start making mistakes.
Yeah, we were watching that a little bit earlier on, I think from the inside view with Adam Baker, because he was trying to close in on Kurt Davidson, and even commented that, that's the worst feeling, to see the driver up in front of you but know you can't catch him. That's really a heart-sinking thing,
There is no worse feeling than all you want in the world is to catch that guy and at least give him some trouble.
Yeah.
But to not even be able to get up to him, it's happened many times, man. It's probably one of the saddest feelings I've ever had.
Well, dude, you can be smiling tonight because you did a great job here. You started on the pole. You got all 45 laps led. You take home the win. You got the victory. You had another win on there, man. Looks like we were just talking about the chase, 6 more races to the chase. I don't think you're going to have any issues at all with not making the chase. I mean, you're already there. You're up in 4th place in the standings. This makes your 2nd win and is going to give you a good shot at the points. Tom Clayton was there was no stages tonight, so I'm not really sure how it's going to work out. You probably still be in 4th next week, but you're going to have 2 wins here in this series, man. So that's awesome, buddy.
Yeah, and it took forever for me to be able to get to the first win. And once that happened, I kind of got the monkey off my back. It's let me relax a little bit.
Yep.
And just run my races instead of, I got to win, I got to win.
Well, listen, before we let you get your shout-outs and get out of here, tell D I said thanks for tuning in. Tell your uncle I said hi, and give you shout-outs, buddy, and we'll let you go celebrate.
Right on, man. I'd like to give a shout-out to Top City Travel for sponsoring this race, and I'd like to give a shout-out to SR Broadcasting for putting on this race for us to watch, and SoMo League for giving us a good place to run in, my girlfriend for painting me this car that I took to Victory Lane, which feels very good, and my uncle for being my crew chief, and my teammates and everybody else who's helped me along the way.
All right, awesome, man. Well, congratulations on the win. We'll look for you tomorrow night in the Cup cars on both for broadcasting, and then we'll look for you next week at Mid-Ohio and see if you got anything for these guys there.
Right on, man. Thank you very much, Paul.
All right, have a good night, man. Go celebrate, buddy.
Will do. Take care.
All righty. All right, that was your winner, Braden Johnson, right there in the number 3. Man, the boy was on fire tonight and took it home. 45 laps led, started on the pole, and takes it all the way to the checkers. So congratulations on that. Really good run here, man. Unfortunately for a couple of guys, got stuck in with the back end of the car coming out on them and having some issues there. But I'll tell you what, all in all, not a bad race. Let's run through a couple of things real quick. We had 45 laps here. We didn't have any lead changes and no cautions. Coming into tonight's race, Shane Papala was your leader by 10. Joe Mitchell was 2nd, Tom Clayton 3rd, Braden Johnson 4th, Adam Baker 5th, Jay Felton 6th, Lupa Gonzalez 7th, Brian Neff 8th, Ron Hollyfield 9th, and Jeff Sharp 10th. And that's your season standings. We're going to go over the results here in a minute. But tune in next week, next Wednesday night, Mid-Ohio full course in the Top City Travel B Series here with SoMo. About same time, 8:45. Should be a really good race. One more time, I want to give a quick shout out to Jason Allison for the tutorial on doing these animates that I was able to put into the overlay. Hopefully you guys enjoyed them. I got a few more that I'm working on, so we'll bring out a little bit more. We are SR Broadcasting, and we're just here putting on some races and seeing where it leads us. We do appreciate everybody that does tune in. All right, let's go over our results when I can find them. Here we go. All right, Braden Johnson comes out of here. Your winner, 45 laps led. Kurt Davidson will take home second. Adam Baker finishes third. Lupa Gonzalez takes home fourth. Shane Papalo will take home fifth. Jay Felton takes home sixth. Joe Mitchell will take home seventh. Tom Clayton finishes eighth. Jeff Sharp finishes ninth. Ron Hollyfield finishes 10th. Jeff Glockner will finish 11th. Ryan Gemmel finishes 12th. And Travis Wall will take home 13th. All right, we appreciate everybody that tunes in. We're glad to have you. I hope I made it as interesting as I can. I was here alone and, trying to listen for any warnings to run from this tornado warnings that we were under. But tomorrow night, both are broadcasting. We'll be broadcasting live SoMo Racing League in the Portside Jaguar Land Rover Cup Series. And they'll be live about 8:45, so you see a lot of these same guys out on the track, plus some more. And then next Wednesday, Mid-Ohio. So until then, everybody stay safe, and we'll talk to you then.